As many of here, oh, you're gonna hold it.
I'll just hold it.
Okay. So many of us know Marilyn from any different parts of our lives. Some of you I know have known her for. Anybody known her for 90 years? Anybody here has known her for close, close, close. Most of us know her from her infectious laugh and her joy for life, and so it's a great honor to let her speak to exactly that this evening.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Marilyn Regal, and tonight I'm going to speak to you about life is a gift. I am thrilled to be here. I have always enjoyed Shabbat services at Temple Israel. Tonight, I will share with you why and how I accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative in my life. I am 91 years old, and this really is the happiest time in my life, right now. You have heard my daughter, Sherry, say, "You always say that, Mom, every year." And several people have said that to me also. Why am I always so happy? Why not? I had a very loving husband with a beautiful soul. I have wonderful, caring children and grandchildren, loads of friends, and a lot of energy. I really have a great life. I truly believe that a really happy person who is one who can enjoy the scenery
Nope, you gotta hold the
while on a detour. I truly have nothing not to be happy about. Sherry said, "Mom, are you kidding? What about your sister, Sandy, who is mentally ill? What about raising your 2-year-old brother because your parents were running all over the country seeking help for your sister, and you were only 15 years old? And what about your father's furniture business burning down and losing their money? And what about your husband, your 3-year-old daughter, and you leaving family and friends to move to Oil City, Pennsylvania, to start a new life and a new business, and the death of your son Ken's best friend, who accidentally hung himself in our backyard, and your father calling you to say your sister had an epileptic attack while bathing her daughter and the baby drowned? And what about you having lung cancer and breast cancer? What do you mean? How can you possibly forget these things? I don't forget them. They live within me. But I truly believe that every decision, no matter how minor, sets your course. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in a very loving and caring family who had insurmountable problems. I know this is going to be very hard for you to think. I was very shy, very retiring, not that cute. I sat in the background, quietly observing my family around me. I watched my sister, who was a year and a half younger than myself, destroy my family. All the money in the world could not help her. I learned a critical life lesson that has guided me to this day. I could be a woe is me person, or I could be a happy and positive person. I chose positive. I could be swept up in everyone's misery and be miserable, or I could choose to make myself happy and to help others to be happy. I was 15 years old. I needed to protect my 2-year-old brother and myself. So I took my brother Bill and I joined clubs. I had to get over my shyness. I surrounded myself with happiness. I see the positive. I see the good. I worked it then, and I work it now. If there is a problem, I solve it. I do not dwell on it. With all the negatives in my life, I learn to problem solve and go on. I really do not sweat the small stuff. It just takes too much energy. Don't stay frozen in time. If you oversleep, if your souffle doesn't rise, if you're late for an appointment, so what? That's sweating the small stuff. Just go on. Believe me when I tell you, money does not buy happiness. We don't need the best house or the best jewels. That is not important. What is important is know thyself. I looked at my family's life and I did not want that life. I wanted a happy life. I wanted to survive. And I found just that with my husband Stan, who met me at the Jewish Center on Ball Street 73 years ago. He heard me laughing, and he fell in love with my laugh, with my happiness, and he always surrounded me with his love. My journey through life could have gone either way. As you have heard from my story, I wasn't born this way. I have really chosen to accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative. I thank God that the challenges in my life helped me choose without a doubt to look at the bright side. Remember, there are always changes going on in life. The trick is to keep your balance. You cannot control the direction of your family's life, but what you can do is control the direction of your own life. This I know. All that is possible for us is the willingness to be human, that we are all fallible, and we must simply do the best we can. We cannot lie down, not while we still live. So remember, everyone, immerse yourself in love and joy and happiness, and don't sweat the small stuff, because life is a gift. Thank you.